guys, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and let's start again, shall we? Let's not let the bees get us down, and we all know what that means. Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 10:12 a.m.
Good morning, Alexa. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. This week I've got some special guests telling jokes. Just say, tell me a comic relief joke.
Alexa, exit. I'm all very well having these comic relief jokes, but she keeps repeating the same ones, and once you keep hearing the same thing over and over again, it gets boring and it isn't funny. So Alexa, tell me a joke.
Did you hear about the new squirrel diet? It's just nuts.
Alexa, celebrity birthdays.
Today's famous birthdays include actor Jasmine Savoy Brown, British actor, screenwriter, director, producer and musician Gary Oldman, Slovene philosopher Slavoj Žižek, American film, stage and voice actor Matthew Broderick, and Brazilian Association football player Ronaldinho Gaucho.
Right guys, let's not get cross, let's not get emotional or frantic or get upset and give ourselves a heart attack, because I'm wondering what people are doing this for. I seriously am. Thinking they seriously want to harm not only my physical health but my mental health. So I gets up this morning, I'm not feeling in the best of spirits because my mum on Saturday told me, Crystal, to shut up, Ginestra, no one wants to hear your voice. I changed my name from Ginestra to Crystal in 2009. My father, Derek, helped me by filling in a form and I got a deed poll. The NatWest Bank took my deed poll and they haven't returned it. So when I need to give evidence as to who I am, the NatWest Bank have got my deed poll and apparently maybe they've lost it and they won't return it. They closed my bank accounts down in 2020 and I was forced during lockdown and COVID conditions to find myself another bank account within 60 days. And that's exactly what I did by myself. Nobody helped me. My mum didn't help me, my dad didn't help me, and if I'm so mentally incapacitated, I was forced to find another bank account during COVID. I'd been with the NatWest Bank for 35 years, since I was up in Gloucestershire and opened a bank account. It's disgusting how I was treated. They offered no explanation, and I could have ended up in terrible state. But I've got intelligence, I don't give up, and I got myself another bank account. And I've only got one. I haven't got 6 or 7 different bank accounts, so I've only got one now, because the NatWest Bank shut my 3 bank accounts down in 2020. That was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying, and you just keep wondering what's going to happen next. You just keep wondering what they're going to do to me next. I've had my electric cut off. I've had my bank account shut down. They tried to drive onto the pavement and run me over, because an old lady that couldn't see would have got run over by that van. But I can see with my glasses on, and I'm certainly not an old lady either. So I get told to shut up on Saturday. I suffer from severe depression. I've just asked the doctor a week beforehand to put my depression tablets up because they're not working properly. Because I'm going through the change, and you get mood swings and you feel horrible about yourself. So it's worse. It's got worse. So I rang the doctor up and she put me on 20 milligrams of citalopram instead of 10. But I still don't feel that it's taken effect. I mean, it's going to take a while. I've only just been put on 20 milligrams. And all my mum's done is just upset me. Just upset me. And I took the call round Durrell Gardens, but my mum doesn't suffer from depression. She answered the phone this morning in a lovely bubbly mood, although she felt ill and was going to bed. She was all herself. It's not you, Ginestra, I don't want you round. It's not you, I don't feel very well and I'm going to bed. But it was all bubbly and boisterous. She certainly wasn't in a miserable mood like I woke up this morning like. So when I came home Saturday, those kids were upstairs, weren't they, making a noise? But they went home Sunday. And remember that my son had written to Hyde Housing saying the guy upstairs and his kids was causing my mental health to suffer, which was true and is true at times, and I try and hold myself together and not shout and get upset. So the bullying has got worse. It's got worse. Between my mum and what's going on upstairs, it's got worse. A lot worse again. So, because she rings 4 times, she rings about 12 times over the period that these guys are making noise upstairs. So I had 12 phone calls over the weekend while this noise was going on upstairs. And I'm beginning to think, is it connected? And why would my mum want to drive me over the edge? Because that's what it feels like. Because when they're quiet, she'll ring, I'll answer it, the noise upstairs gets worse, it sounds like they're pelting the ceiling with bricks, there's yelling going on, it's awful. I'm just waiting to get a phone or a camera that picks up the noise, because a normal mobile phone hasn't got a microphone. Unless you stand with it up against the ceiling, it won't pick it up. So I need to get some recording equipment in my flat, and also leave cameras on when I go up to my mum's, because I'm coming back to find things on the floor like they've been put there for me to read and see, and things being knocked over like they were at Lansdowne Court. And unfortunately my father's dead, but he would have been a witness because he saw my flat ransacked at Lansdowne Court. It was ransacked. Someone had gone through the kitchen drawers and thrown it all over the floor. And my dad saw that. He came upstairs and saw it. And that was not in my imagination either. Someone was coming into the flat at Lansdowne Court, going through the drawers and looking for something, whether it be money or whatever. They were ransacking my flat and my father was a witness. Fortunately, he's dead. So Mum's rung up this morning. She doesn't want to see me today. She's feeling ill and she's going to bed. A bit later on, I get a message, and remember that Sue goes into my mum's flat and gets my mum shopping, and she goes out to Morrison's with her daughters or her sister or whatnot and buys a load of shopping. So somebody texts me this morning and says, "Hello, how are you?" And there's always these kisses after the messages. Why do they keep putting kisses? They don't even know me. I said, yeah, I'm fine, I'm in my flat. And I'd said to my mum over the phone, I'm not going out today, I'm staying indoors, and I am. So this person says, oh, I'm going to have a lovely day today, I'm going out to the town centre and I'm going to do a bit of shopping. Well, you're lucky you've got the money to in this state of this country. You're really lucky you've got the money to go and splurge on shopping every day, because I haven't. That money is for my gas and electric and food to eat. I'm not going to get myself a new coat, a new pair of shoes or anything, because, you know, I might do that once a month, but I don't do it every day. And I'm sorry, the last time I went shopping, a van drove on the pavement and it's not safe to go outside. I don't believe people are driving properly. They're being reckless and dangerous, and I'm protecting myself. And that's not in my head either, because I take that transit van reversing back into me, and it's no use reporting them to the police, because when I was allegedly raped in 2008, whilst my son had cancer, I went all through this, and I'm fucking nuts. I don't think so. Yeah, in 2008 I was allegedly raped, and what I'm trying to say is, even when they catch the criminal on CCTV, it's rubbish. They don't find them. Even though there was CCTV footage from the library to the Gunwolf building, they didn't find the alleged rapist. Right? So I've got footage of a van illegally driving on the pavement, reversing back at me. Do you think that the police will do anything with that? Absolutely not, because they've never done anything about anything in the past. I got sent an email from, it said on the top, and I've got a record of it, a screenshot of it on my phone, from Hyde Housing, to tell me to fuck off and die, you old bitch. I sent it to Kent Police. They didn't do anything about it. So if it wasn't someone from Hyde Housing to tell me to fuck off and die, you old bitch, who was it? Who was it? And I've still got that screenshot, by the way. And I've got another lot of evidence and information I've kept on my phone and on Facebook that the police have absolutely done nothing. Nothing. So the more these people upset me, the more you're all going to get roasted. Roasted. Cars illegally parked on the pavements. Doctors with funny names. I'm not being funny. When I was in the Pentagon Centre in Chatham, when my father Derek was alive, there was a doctor called Dr. Poo Poo. I mean, who is in charge? A child? A kiddie? Someone with an evil sense of humour? Dr. Poo Poo? Dr. Tree? Are you trying to pull the wool over my eyes or something? It's made up bollocks. And I don't want to lose my temper and get cross. I go into a shop to shop, not get abused by the customers and staff. What is it? It's a human being. Go into a shop. Oh, hold on a minute. I'll just serve. What is it? I hate the fucking pound shop. The staff are rude to me. But the last time I went to the one in Strood, she wasn't. She was very helpful, actually. But the one in the Pentagon Centre, a big, fat, rough-looking woman, treated me like shit. I've got no intention of going shopping, and I don't jump over cars. If people want to park on the pavement, one day they're going to seriously injure a child or run over a dog or a cat. It's not funny, you're just reckless. You're not fit to be on the streets. You're not fit to drive cars, some of you. Does it take a child being run over, an old lady, or you killing a pet to make you realise? I tell you, the government needs to make sure people have proper, rigorous, up-to-date driving tests and test their eyesight. Because if they can't see what a pavement and a road is, they must need glasses. So the government needs to redo the judicial system, give people rigorous, up-to-date driving tests, And they you know, half of them are taking us all for a ride. Taking the fucking piss. And where's the money coming from? That they're allowed to do this. But you can't drive on pavements and use that as a road. You're going to kill somebody. Last night I was walking around the back of Ines Apartments and they speed round the corners in the dark. Speeding in residential areas. Delivery drivers speeding. There's already been instances where delivery drivers have knocked over people driving too fast in residential areas. And they get your parcel and they chuck it. They throw it. They throw it in the building. They stuff it in the mailbox and break it. So whoever texted me, you're going off to the shops doing a bit of shopping, be careful. I nearly got run over a few days ago, walking on the pavement. See you later.